You just had to show. Not only can you just solo without a slide, but then you just got to like kick us all in the pants.
Oh, well.
And then I missed the last hit.
You had one job.
One job only.
Yeah.
There's no chart. Not that I could read it.
Well, you know, you did great for not having a chart.
Yeah. Well.
You did really acceptable.
Oh,
no, it was great. Man. It was great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're riffing, man. It was heavy.
It was.
I felt, you know,
supported.
Yeah, and I felt like I wanted to keep going, but our track ran out. So
yeah. Well, some other dude wrote the track.
Yeah. You know, I only got so much.
Yeah. What happened to that like Justin Jam Band? Jam Band Justin.
I don't know if there ever was one.
Right. Okay. All right. So, anyways, Justin Ostrander. And you're posting like a madman now.
Oh, yeah. I actually put some content on my channel.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you check out his channel down below and subscribe for sure, because you're not going to want to miss what's coming. All right. So, sir, and if you're new here, subscribe to mine too. That'd be awesome.
I subscribed to you.
You did?
Have you subscribed to
me? I thought so. I'm sorry.
I don't see it. Maybe I'm new to YouTube. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place.
Because you know why? I'm like, dude, he can't even turn the camera the right way.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's newbie YouTube.
That's funny, yeah. Well, when I started tracking, filming myself tracking at home, Brett's referring to the first couple of videos I put.
They're great. I'm just... he's so much better of a guitar player, I have to pick on him for something.
Oh, well, it's like... I'll figure it out. But having the camera where I can reach it and turn it on and off, because it's my phone. Yeah. It either cuts me off right here, right, or I'll put it, I'll put it vertical, and then you can actually see.
Mm-hmm. You should be like this.
Hey, in my first video, you couldn't even see the guitar. Like I was doing an overdub, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll film this. I put it on the music stand and start playing, and then I look over, and it's like you see me from here, and you can kind of see. Where my arms are headed.
The low E string.
Yeah, the low E string. Yeah, and even on some of the solo passes that we were doing on this song, you kind of can't really tell.
It's like when Eddie used to turn his back when he was tapping.
Exactly.
It's always a mystery.
Yeah. Do you think Randy Rhoads was backstage and
totally.
seen him do it?
Look at that. Yeah.
Or did they discover it independently?
You know who did it first? Billy Gibbons.
Really?
He did like a and then it's like a one-time event.
Yeah. I read somewhere that, was it Eddie who was inspired by the Heartbreaker solo?
Yes.
The crazy pull-offs to the open string. Yeah, and then he was like, well, if I use this hand to anchor,
He's real smart, that cat.
Man, yeah.
Hooked his amp up to his dimmer switch and the whole bit. Nothing could go wrong there. All right, so we got some interesting things going on. First of all, fuzzes for the tones.
Yeah. Well, you have been bugging me about doing something rock.
Yes.
Ever since we got together. So this was my
ode.
Yeah, this was mine for you.
Oh, you're so
this
tender.
All for you.
You're so good.
Big old rock.
You got a weird tuning too. What do we got going on?
Oh, I'm in drop D, but I'm in double drop
Double
D.
D.
Yeah. So
it's a favorite of yours.
I'm going to leave that one away. Leave that alone.
Don't worry, people will comment on it. Oh, that's my favorite too.
Yeah, you don't say. So I'm in drop D, and because that's how our riff is, but then also
I like a slap going on or something. What's going on?
Oh, it's on. Yeah, I had it on for the solo.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't solo without a slap back.
Right.
Apparently, I pick it on for everything. It's my security blanket. So I can, you get the one finger chords. Well, you can also get a straight bar chord. Just let it hang, and
my sound guy's gonna love us right now because I left the monitors cranked up and we're talking and playing. He's gonna be like, I want to kill you both. Okay, so wait a second. Hold on, we totally glossed over something for real. Give them a slide tip. What if they've never even touched a slide? What's the
numero
uno?
The first rule of playing slide but you never talk about playing.
You never talk about,
No,
about slide club.
man, everybody has such a different process for approaching it.
Over the fret, right?
Always directly over the
Directly
fret.
over the fret.
And
okay.
your ear is going to be your guide.
Right.
Because you might, I'm watching my hand as I'm playing, but I'm not staring at it. I'm kind of looking ahead to where it's going and making sure that and my ear make sure that I...
How calculated of you. Almost like you know math or something.
Yeah. I'm doing math on scratch paper in my head.
Quantum physics.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
good.
But it's your ear and your eyes, because really you're completely above the fretboard and you can't feel the frets unless you. I mean, that's kind of an advanced thing. That's Derek Truck's level slide, like using the slide to fret.
Oh.
Yeah, he does that kind of stuff all the time.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but that's way beyond.
Okay. This lesson.
Yeah. So, like you got to keep your bar straight. I'm going to turn the fuzz off so we can not hear the
Buzzsaw in the
behind
background?
it. Yeah. So if I'm playing if I slide from the F to the G, it sounds good because my bar is pretty straight. But if if I got lazy with it, you can hear how different notes are.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay.
So it's really important for what
Straight
I'm
up and down.
Yeah, my slide is parallel to the frets.
Okay.
Always.
Rule number 1.
Yeah. And
what about muting? Is there a trick to like muting it so you don't get all that?
man, there's so many things that you have to do that playing slide won't work if you're not doing one of them.
Sounds like you need a slide masterclass.
Okay, yeah. That'd be
Let us
cool.
know if you'd like to see a slide masterclass from this cat over here. Okay, so
cool.
anyways, go ahead.
So, I mean, depending on how much noise you want, sometimes you want the cool, like when you're playing over a harmonic node, meaning where the harmonics are, like the 12th fret, you get all that stuff.
Yeah, where it does sound cool.
And you can actually pluck behind the slide and get the harmonic to ring on this side of the slide.
Interesting.
That's why it changes. Because that's where that harmonic is.
Okay.
And then even here, you can hear the behind that. It's keeping it parallel to the frets, making sure it's straight, and muting. That was all stuff where you don't want to mute, but I tend to mute with the 2 fingers behind the slide.
Okay. So you just drape those across the strings?
Yeah, they're just sort of resting.
Okay.
They're just sort of going with.
And then do you use your picking hand to mute too?
Yeah, there's muting everywhere.
Yeah.
Because you want the one note to ring out. The slide is basically you can't only hit one of the middle strings with a slide. Like it's gonna be playing all the strings it's resting across, And if you had all 6 going, it's kind of a weird.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, kind of a weird sus chord.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in full open G tuning.
Suspect.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about double dropped D? My high E is dropped to D as well.
Both E's are D. Yeah.
So I get a triad with a flat bar. A major triad.
So this track is basically in D, right? You're playing in D.
Oh yeah.
Minor, major.
Yes.
Ish, both.
It's more minor. It's more rock.
So they could essentially solo like normal fret-wise.
Yes.
Except for the 2 Ds.
Well, yeah.
If like they want to try soloing to this track, obviously it's going to be...
What's going to... if they want to try soloing to this track, maybe just dropped D. Like
People are going to ask, by the way,
drop.
too. Can we give them the track? Do you care if they let them download it?
I thought that was something that we might do. Release a pack of these things we're putting together to play with.
Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's give them one, and then they'll get the feel. All right. So, go ahead. Keep going. So, give them a place to start as far as over this. Right, that part.
Oh, our verse section, basically?
What would you do? Do you keep it... I mean, obviously, you're kind of having a good time right there, but like...
Yeah.
If you're just playing to a song, like what kind of stuff would you do?
Okay. Well, I came up with a melody over that part. The had my little Echoplex pedal going.
Oh, pedal's so
So I was
good.
going. And I'm landing on the G, and you're playing the G note. Because your riff,
Yeah,
it's really. Yeah, then we went to the G chord.
Okay, so when it goes to the G, oh wait, tell them about that part. Go ahead.
That's kind of a bridge, or it's not quite a chorus. We have an intro, and then there's that verse thing that I play the melody over. And then when you go to the G to the C, that's kind of a bridge. And I have another part that's solo-ish, but I think it's still kind of a part.
Why do the notes in the melody work? Other than you heard it. Like, is there a reason that you chose what you did, or?
Well, the riff is all in D, kind of D minor. It's more minor than major. The verse part, that's also D, like a D minor scale.
Yeah.
You know, but you're playing D, G, and then C to D. So you know, I would hear something higher. Doing that move with it, you know?
Okay.
And so I'm actually doing that on the slide as well. What's difficult is we talked about muting. When I'm playing, when I go to the D, I really have to make sure I do not hit the B string.
Right.
Because that makes it all super happy.
Yeah.
Yay! When this is where we're at.
Yeah.
But I can't catch that with a flat bar, right? The flat bar is the major third, so I've kind of got a finger on my right hand.
Oh, okay.
Resting on that B string.
Okay, so you don't hit it. Yeah.
Again, it's like so many things that have to sort of line up before slide starts to sound good. The thing that I like to say about slide guitar is it's either great or it's terrible.
Yeah. It can be.
Oh, dude. I mean, if it's just off a little bit, like if you're kind of getting past the note and kind of finding it, or trying to cover it up with a really wide vibrato, it's just a little sour. So it's a.
And then tracks like Layla just get out there. How hammered were you in the studio at that point?
Let me tell you.
But anyway, so how about this really quick? Give them like 3 quintessential slide licks if they want to start that would work over this.
Okay. Should I go to standard tuning since most people play in standard?
Just play in the middle. How about that?
Just
play in
the middle.
strings.
Well, that's the nice thing is in standard tuning you still have a triad.
Yeah.
So, you know, like there's the.
Okay, so slow down, Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh. Now on that last note, it sounds like you're not really going down a whole step. You're just kind of down a little bit and slide in. Is it like little nuance stuff?
Those are both from,
Like little nuance stuff?
Those are both from a whole step. Yeah. But I did go major. That's not a full step down. That's kind of the.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Clapton bending.
Yeah, it's a slide version of going.
Yeah.
You know.
So to get the feel, to sound more like somebody that knows what they're doing, is when you're sliding and stuff. I notice a lot of guys. It's that like lag, that you know, that little bit of hesitation.
You're taking advantage of the fact that you're on this fretless plane.
Yeah.
Really, you know, you're above the fretboard. You're not. You know, if I'm gonna go into a note and slide down to another note, you're just gonna hear the the whole way.
Speed bumps all the way.
But with a slide, you can really milk the emotion of the slowing down, the stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just all nice and smooth, nice and gliss, you know.
So If they want to try this tuning and you start soloing up, you just have to remember that you have to think down a whole step, right? Or up a whole step.
When you get to the high string.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you notice in our opening thing, I was doing a kind of fast repetitive lick that is a very stock lick.
Yeah.
Bang, diddle again, you know? But since my high string was down a whole step, it made it sound really weird. So I was doing the...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you know, usually what you hear is...
Yeah.
But that's here, you know? I was just doing the standard lick, but it gave it a totally different thing.
Yeah.
You know, because you're hitting the flat 7.
Okay, so let's try this. Let's do the track again, but pretend you can't play like a pro session guy. You got to just kind of be easy on the phrasing so people can like give them a place to start.
So stick on slide the whole time and do
stick on slide, and then we'll hit the solo without the slide after that, but just slower. So I mean, you know, because obviously you sound like a pro.
Oh, man.
If we're trying to start somewhere, right?
Sure,
like,
sure,
here's
sure,
some
sure.
simple ideas. Let me see if I can get this right. My iPad wants to like give us the finger. Okay, you ready?
So ready.
All right, here we go. Are you gonna do your harmonic thing? Because it's super freaking cool.
Oh yeah. So all I'm doing is 3rd frets all the way across.
Nice. All right, here we go. Y'all ready out there? Yes!
Hey, you nailed the stop. You
I
did it.
But I made a mistake in the middle.
Stop. Stop.
There we go. It's always something.
Hey, I screwed up in the middle too. I got caught by the high E. I played a weird.
He's human. Okay, so what about some real simple? Let's play the verse part.
Okay.
Just give him some very basic ideas. Like
Basic slide.
yeah, but before we get there, like give him a little tip. Like over this progression.
So you're playing in D. The verse riff is the D chord, and then up to the G chord, back to the D, and then it ends with that thing. So I'm playing in D, but I'm avoiding the major third because we're playing kind of a minor rock thing,
Right.
with the flat third. So when I'm playing a flat bar, I cannot play the,
Okay.
because the way I'm tuned, you get the major.
So would you say maybe just like try following the root as the chords move? As like if you're just starting to pick stuff up.
That's a very basic thing to do, yeah. Because
Okay.
the root note works over whatever chord is being played underneath it.
Well, let's show them what that sounds like. I mean, don't even get crazy. Just
Cool, yeah.
root it out. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, what if you took it up one notch and then you went just a step beyond just root?
Kind of getting away from just following the roots.
Yeah, like what would be the next note to maybe throw in there and choose?
Well, we're sticking to that D, the D scale, right?
Okay.
Remember, my high string is
yeah.
a step down, so really,
Okay.
that's where the
Right.
root is, and that might mess me up.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So
don't
just
know-
stick in the middle then, and then
Great.
let's keep it simple for that.
Fantastic.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, what was the difference you did there?
I went to other chord tones.
Okay.
So even though we're in D, we're kind of playing a D rock scale. So we can't play the major third on the D chord. We can play it on the G chord. Mm-hmm. I like that sound.
Yeah.
You know, I like hitting it. And actually in this song, I do.
Yeah.
Where when you're, what was that, the verse B or whatever, that section?
Okay.
Full on triad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to other notes, like I'd follow you, and then instead of going, I went,
Oh, yeah.
because that's the major third over the G. Just keeping it simple.
Yeah.
And you can go to the 5 over the 1.
What about what finger do you prefer, and what kind of slide do you like?
Excellent questions. I like glass more than anything. I'm probably 90% glass. I have other slides. I've got brass. I have...
Is it like tone, like warm versus sharp?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
Yes. And noise, too. This isn't even real glass. This is Pyrex.
Okay.
So this is a standard Dunlop slide. I think it's like the 2.5-inch long version.
Okay.
And it's thick-walled,
Okay.
which is a big deal. The really thin-walled glass slides, I think, sound thin.
Imagine that.
Real surprising. But, I mean, you can see that's got some mass to it. Part of it's that the mass helps you, I don't know, and maybe this is me just...
Does it keep it from like moving around too much?
It adds weight. It keeps you on the string, to me. Mass adds weight.
You're getting into equations now.
But I mean, like, it adds weight to the tone.
Yeah.
You know, the thin-walled glass, I think, sounds really thin.
Okay.
And it doesn't sustain very long.
Yeah.
The mass helps you sustain. I have a slide made out of, I think I have one made out of tungsten.
Really?
Yeah. And that one will ring for forever.
Yeah.
You know? I actually have one made out of, is it platinum?
Really?
Yeah, some different
Getting
stuff.
them expensive slides
Man,
there.
there's a guy, Furious Slides.
Okay.
They're really cool.
What are they called again?
Furious Slides.
Furious slides. All right.
Yeah. They're metal, but they kind of sound like glass, but they have there's some cool noise around the note if you want to.
Oh, cool.
You know, like you can get just without even plucking a string.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not even striking the string, but you're getting noise, and it works well
Overtones or
on the
whatever.
wound strings.
Okay.
So anyway, glass, thick-walled glass, Dunlop Pyrex. This is it might be a 223. I'm not sure.
Sounds like ammo at this point. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
that they have a little sticker on the inside, and I took forever to take the thing off, and I remember it just saying 223. Right at me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay.
Anyway, and then the finger, I'm a ring finger slider,
Okay.
and this is gonna get real nerdy.
I can't wait. All right,
Real
lay it on
nerdy
me.
for you. So, your ring finger is perfectly in line with your ulna.
Oh.
One of your
My
forearm bones. You have
Okay.
two forearm bones, your
Okay.
radius and your ulna.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you hold your arm out and you start to, I guess this is pronating and supinating. Is that right?
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy.
Probably have to ask your wife, right? She's getting in the medical field.
She'll know.
Anyway.
She'll be so excited. She'll be like, yes, you're right,
Yeah,
Justin.
yeah. Well, your radius radiates around the ulna. Your ulna doesn't move.
Mm-hmm. It only stays in one place?
And yes. Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
Oh, that one burned my eyes. stinging. So the idea is your ring finger is in line. You can draw a line straight through your ring finger to your ulna.
Okay.
And it's not just all a reason in my head. Like I feel like I have more control because a lot of my vibrato and my movement is coming from the elbow. I'm not just moving at the wrist. It's all from here.
You have to say what those words were again. I'm not just
moving at the wrist.
No, what was your twisting?
Oh.
What were your words?
I don't know.
Come on, you used some real big fancy words when you were talking about.
Oh no, that was this pronating and supinating. This I don't know what that is. That's just trying to do vibrato from the wrist, and I guess there's a little bit of that.
That's making me think about lunch.
You want to supinate for some lunch?
Totally.
Maybe go to a pro soup place.
Pro supinating.
The
Exactly. Yeah. They stir the soup like this. In case you guys didn't know, Justin isn't just a guitar player. He was a math professor.
Was.
A former life.
Yeah.
Many moons ago.
Yeah. I mean, this was a long time ago by now.
Okay, I've asked you this before, but tell them, what's your favorite kind of math?
I wrote my thesis in number theory.
Wow.
So.
Are you like super smart code breaker, dude?
No. Gosh. But that was kind of what I wrote my thesis on, was on cryptography using elliptic curves.
Really?
Yeah. And this was just masters too. So I feel like I didn't even go.
You didn't go super deep.
I didn't go near the frontier of math. That.
They go deep. Math people just go.
The guys and girls that were in the PhD program, like I did my 2 years and got my master's and was like, see ya. And
you got
I think on average, on average, the people that do the PhD are there for 4 to 6 more years. I don't know that.
You know why it's PhD? Because you're effed. Okay, so anyways.
You're on a roll.
Because I'm getting hungry. And my brain is like, food.
Yeah.
Okay, so love the tips on that. So thicker glass for you, warmer tone.
Yeah. More
ring
control.
Finger,
more control with the ring finger. People who are pinky sliders, generally, I think their angle is that...
Pinky sliders.
Yeah, you put the slide on your pinky.
Sounds one of them pinky sliders again. Sounds like somebody you backhand.
I can kind of do it.
Yeah. Is it just so they have more use of fingers ahead of the slide so you can do chords and stuff?
Yes, spreading behind the slide. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But then you've got I think, is it Joe Walsh who's a middle finger slider?
You know what's funny? I've tried slide like that, and for some reason it does. These two feel comfortable for me. Yeah. Because then you can root in 5 chords too.
That just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
It seems unnatural. Is there somebody who does index finger?
I don't know.
It's
there
not
has to
Gibbons, be. Is it? Or is he a middle finger guy too?
I don't know. So he gives a bird to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, just wagging it out there. Yeah.
It's subliminal.
Yeah.
Okay, so you showed me something really cool, and we'll end it by saying this. And we'll do more of his phrasing without the slide. We'll do another video here down in the same. We'll do that on your channel. Ooh. Cool. Make sure you sign up for his channel. Yeah. It's going to be really freaking awesome.
Yeah, bring your kids.
You did something really cool where you were saying one of the ways to work on slides is to play a note with your fingers and then try to match the tones. And then you also showed me that you had like moving up in chords.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
One of the biggest things with slide playing is intonation.
Okay.
Right? Like you're either in tune or you're not. Mm-hmm. And that's a really hard thing. That can be discouraging. So something I do is play a simple 3-note phrase, fretted, and then match it on the slide. I'm a lot quieter without the fuzz. I'll turn a little something on. How about some spring reverb?
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds nice.
So that sounds the same. I just got done playing that actual note, so I can tell if I'm not quite there. Mm-hmm. Playing it fretted beforehand, you hear what your target is with the slide.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the next 3 notes in that, like, I guess I'm in G.
I love how you slide up to the last one.
And you can go, well, yeah. And then I just ended that one.
Yeah.
And then for playing chords, like put on a long reverb so the notes all hang out together and kind of make the chord.
Oh.
But here's here's C.
Oh God, that sounds good.
Gotta make sure I get there. Almost didn't quite get there. That was D minor, and I'm just playing triads. Here's E minor. Here's F. G. You feeling relaxed?
Yeah, I was just like, that's
I noticed the jokes slowed down.
Yeah, they did. I was like, thank you. I'm so at peace.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime my eyes start to burn again from these jokes, like, oh,
I gotta play that G chord again with reverb.
turn on the ethereal.
That's right.
You're getting calm.
That's right.
The jokes are going on.
Yes. Yes, you don't want to talk so much.
Yeah.
Relax.
So yeah, so playing notes, playing simple phrases with your fingers, and it doesn't need to be a scale. Like that was just, to kind of give an example, but you could do something like with your fingers.
You make me want to learn how to play slide. It sounds so freaking cool.
And that's hard because I'm jumping different frets.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to play notes across strings when you don't have to move your bar
So,
or your slide.
last question.
Yeah.
Would you suggest learning in an open tuning first, or get good at, since you're already familiar with how the fretboard and the notes are when you're normally, like, say, soloing?
Like standard tuning?
Yeah. Would it be easier to try?
The benefit of standard tuning is that if you get really good with your slide control, you can do a lot.
Yeah.
And the way your guitar is tuned in standard, you can have a major triad with the D, G, and B strings. There's D major. But then if you play a flat bar on the 3 highest strings, G, B, and E, that's a minor triad.
Oh, cool.
So you can get D major here and B minor.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's, you can... Just real nice full minor voicing. And then there's your major. So what I'm thinking is 3 minor, 2 minor, 6 minor. And those all exist on the same fret as 1 major, 6 minor, 4 major, 2 minor, 5 major, 3 minor. So those are all the relative minors of your 1, 4, 5 chords. And because of the way standard tuning is, you can get that relative minor on the same fret.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Well, Justin, once again, wowing the folks.
The folk.
The folk.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of folky.
I meant just you. I don't know. I'm maybe they're wowed by it.
It's just you and me here right now.
You
just gave me a lesson.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
You're so sweet. You know what? Everybody always asks, what does this pedal board look like? I'll show you.
Well, go to my channel because it's the screenshot of a couple of my videos.
You've learned so well.
Yeah.
Check you out.
Bring your friends.
Bring your friends. I highly suggest do that. And also, if you're new here, subscribe, click the bell, and also don't be afraid to go down below to brettpapa.com. That's what supports all that you see here, including wonderful folks like yourself.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and thank you, sir. We'll see you soon.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks.